What's up, everybody, and welcome to the latest episode of Very Real Tournament, a comedy battlecast where we pit two very real opponents against each other in a very real fight. Today's fight, guys, it's one for the ages. We have the three ninjas versus all three of the Karate Kids. I'm Nick Potter.
Joey Potter.
Zach Kerr.
Butler Carter.
And it's about to get very ninja. Alright guys, we're going to kick things off today with our fan favorite segment, because it's really the only segment we've come up with. It's time for
Joey's Pizza Corner!
Do we all do good vuvuzelas?
Yeah.
Those aren't vuvuzelas.
No.
Those are just air horns.
Yeah, those are just air horns. Hey, you know what? Vuvuzela, it's basically an air horn.
Okay, thanks for helping me recover from
Now
that,
we
Zach.
know.
I was really embarrassed
I
for a
want
second.
you to be
Does my
okay,
face
Nick.
look red?
No,
Okay.
you're fine.
Cool.
All right.
All right. Anyway, it's Joey's Pizza Corner. He is pizza. He's in the corner. Let's get into it.
All right. So I have for you guys today the 10 delivery commandments.
Oh shit!
Uh-oh.
Joey's making lists out here.
So this episode, we're just going to do the first half.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't drag on for 15 minutes of Seth Rogen and spooky ghosts.
Right. Okay. I like that. I guess we can keep it. So we're gonna do a part 2 later. TBD.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You can look forward to that.
I'm waiting.
Everybody better look forward to it. All right, Joey, give it to us. Is there a particular order to these? Or are you gonna start with like number 10?
It's not ranked.
Okay.
At
I didn't
all.
know.
But, okay. So, number 1. Pretty easy one.
Okay.
Thou shalt not shoot the messenger.
Okay.
It's a pretty simple concept.
Yeah. No.
Don't get all aggro on your delivery driver.
Right. I think that's pretty much a commandment for any sort of service job.
Yeah.
When when me and Zach were servers or something, we'd have to go up and be like, "Sorry, we're out of the hot brown. I know you really wanted it," but then they're like, "You did this to me," and we're like, me and Zach walk up to them covered in hot brown all over our face, and we're like, "We ate all the hot brown. Sorry."
Sorry, we didn't know that people would want it.
But yeah, like, don't get super mad at your driver if they're late. Usually, it's not their fault.
Right.
But sometimes is it their fault?
I mean, if they're bad.
What if you were doing donuts like right before you got to their house for like 15 minutes?
Well, yeah, that's your fault then. But
But it's also super sweet, so
Yeah,
they can't really be
really
mad at
cool.
you. Yeah.
but yeah, it's just your pizza driver wants to get your pizza there as fast as they can, so you're satisfied and you give them more money. A lot of these are tip based.
Ooh.
Just like, yeah.
These are the hot tips,
Tips for
about
tips.
tips. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Number 2, thou shalt not comment on the weather if ye not intend to tip well.
He said ye.
Okay.
No.
What's sort of your explanation behind
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
Don't be like, man, it really sucks out there. You're driving around you're sliding around in the snow. You're soaking wet on my porch.
Right.
Here's $2
Yeah, let me flip you a quarter for your trouble.
Fuck that.
Yeah, that's
If
kind of like
you-
salt in the wound.
Yeah, if you're gonna tip bad, just Band-Aid. Boom. Hand me the fucking garbage tip that you're giving me
Right.
and let me get on with my night. Don't be like, yuck, must be cold. Yeah, it is fucking cold.
Right.
Yeah, it's because people are just bad at small talk and they're like, oh,
Yeah.
it's different than it usually is. So let me.
Wow, I opened my door and it's different outside than it is inside.
But I was
Right,
still
no.
lazy and hungry.
Yeah, no, I feel that. That's pretty. It's pretty rough to go through that because like you already know it's bad outside, but when they say it, it's just like, oh, okay, you're gonna flip me a couple more bucks for my trouble.
And I've had plenty of people being like, I'm so sorry I brought you out in this.
Sure.
Here's a bigger tip.
Right.
Right.
But then, yeah.
But then
it's
the other people-
The people who are like, wow, sucks. Glad you didn't die on your way over here. Here's a buck.
Yeah, that's happened
have-
plenty of times.
Right, you've carved a list of their addresses into your wall for later revenge.
Arm.
Oh, I know all the bad tips.
Oh, sorry, arm. Oh, Joey, put your sleeve down. That's disgusting. You should have gotten that
Seriously, go
professional.
see a doctor.
Yeah.
This is kind of in the same vein, so I thought I'd bring it up in this first half.
Okay.
thou shalt not say you appreciate it if you tip poorly. You clearly... Oh, I wrote down, clearly dost not appreciate it.
Joe, you're bad at this sort of like ye old verbiage.
Yeah, I am. But it's the 10 Commandments, all right? I didn't write them.
Neither did
They
the
were handed
English.
down in pizza.
Yeah,
They were carved into an old burnt pizza.
From pizza stone to pizza stone.
but yeah, don't say you appreciate it. You don't.
Right.
Your actions speak louder than your appreciate it.
Damn, your actions speak louder than words, guys.
Whoa.
I'm getting deep.
I guess that's real quick. I guess I'm glad that our fighters fight and don't just use their words here on Very Real Tournament. Right. Anyway, quick plug for our own show that you're currently listening to. Joey, continue.
All right, am I on number 4? I'm on number 4. Thou shalt turn your fucking porch light on or something. Jesus fuck. That's what I wrote down.
Yeah, that
Did
was...
Jesus write the pizza commandment? Pizza
Command-
commandments?
The delivery commandments.
Sorry. There's different commandments for just regular pizza.
Well, I think it must have been somebody else writing it, and then Jesus did something weird, and they were like, Jesus, fuck!
Oh, okay.
So that's probably what happened.
But yeah, this also goes into, not just turning your porch light on. If you know that you live in the middle of fucking nowhere on a driveway that you share with 6 other houses, give us something, man.
Be kind.
Just give us something.
Please.
Right. Oh, but I'll hit you with this, Joey. What do I do? For a while, my porch light was broken, and I couldn't do anything about it. What do I
Fix
do
your
in
porch
that?
light.
Candle.
Oh, okay. So that's just
Yeah,
how
you
you
fix your porch light.
a series of candles leading up to my front door.
Rose petals.
Something,
So the driver thinks it's about to get
yeah,
sexual.
Freaky.
get creative, because it's just like when I pull up to a dead house, I immediately think if your address, this also goes into have your address clearly somewhere on your fucking house.
Right,
Or
sure.
don't
That's the
order
other
pizza.
thing.
What if I'm renting the house and I can't
Oh my God.
deface the property, Joey?
Whoa, that's true.
I don't know.
I mean, I guess you can throw some stickers.
Like
up
just
there.
put a
Yeah, you
some numbers in the yard or something.
Yeah, like a sign. Maybe relabel your fucking mailbox.
Just stand outside for about a 15-minute window
Yeah,
of when you
yeah.
think they're going to arrive.
Okay.
Then you'll appreciate how much the drivers have to go through if it's shitty weather. If you have to stand outside
Two birds,
waving
one
down
stone.
cars.
I think that I'm saddened that that's not part of like how it works. That when you order for delivery, you don't have to stand outside of your house and continue
Wave them down.
Wave
Just-
your arms at every passing car.
But you're
I don't
forgetting,
know. Just go down Carroll. I'll be the dude waving in my yard.
Yeah.
You'll find me.
And I'll guarantee I find you if I get those instructions.
But you're forgetting why you order for delivery. It's just purely out of laziness.
Yeah.
sure.
The least I can do is walk out into my yard.
Right,
and
just
look
walk
like
out,
an idiot.
put your robe on, walk
too
out
much
there,
work.
start waving. Okay, I'm sorry.
I just
Joey,
want to lay in bed until
All
they
right,
ring
so
my doorbell.
this is the last one. This is a pretty big one. And it is, thou shalt not send your kid to the door.
oh man, that shit is
yeah.
whack.
Yeah.
Whack AF out here.
So I have a very small story about this.
Okay.
Very small. For one, did parents just stop telling their kids to not answer the door for strangers?
Well, there was a point in time where I was getting pizzas and I was excited about it, and my
Right.
parents were like, "You go to the door."
Right.
Did
'cause
they
they're-
hand you enough tip?
Yeah, they
They
hand
did
me
so?
the money I'm supposed to hand over.
But-
Pocket a $5.
Yeah, it's
and
it's
then-
pretty fucked because sometimes you're expected to give the kid change, but like the kid doesn't know
Yeah, they
anything
don't
about
fucking
that. Like what? Like if you hand your kid money, that money's gone. Like he's giving it to
Yeah.
the driver. Don't expect me.
That was
to-
one of the worst things when I was delivering.
Oh,
Was
what?
that
They would
probably
use
what you're
their
getting
kid.
to.
They
No,
would use their kid to tip you shitty.
right. Or yeah,
Oh,
they
they're cowards, is what
Yeah.
you're saying.
you wouldn't the kid wouldn't know whether they were supposed to tip.
Yeah.
So you would just be like, "Here's your change, I guess. I don't have any idea what you're supposed to do."
Either
here."
that or the parents have to end up coming to the door anyway because I step inside their fucking house and say, "Excuse me, how much of this do I get? Your kid doesn't know shit about shit.
But no,
Don't send your kid to do your dirty work, you coward." And I'm screaming in their living room,
Yeah.
and that's why I don't deliver food anymore.
but no, this is a different
police said
story.
he
This is
can't.
more so about answering strangers at the door.
Okay.
I went to a house. I knock on the door. Kid, probably 5, opens the door. No adult in sight.
Sure.
And he's like, "My dad's in the shower." I was like, can you go get him?
So you're inviting me to rob your house right now is what you're saying.
Yeah, dude. Okay, so I'm like, can you go get him? And he might be younger than 5 because he's not formulating sentences that well. I don't know children when they speak.
Right.
I can't understand them. I don't want to just scream "what" at a kid 3 times because I don't know what he's saying. But no, he just like goes back and starts watching TV, door wide open. And he's
So
like,
you like robbed their house, right?
Yeah, you were invited.
And then
in.
He stole that kid.
I stole that kid, and not only that kid, because he at one point presented his little sister that was in like a not a rocker room, but just like a swing.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, "This is my little sister. Do you like her?" And this is like
Dude,
an
this is
infant.
also adorable.
This
as fuck.
is it. It
Kinda
is.
cute.
But if I was devious at all, I could have snatched those fucking kids.
Yeah, these.
Like, I kept calling the dude's phone. I'd, like, be like, oh, I'll be right back. And I'd walk away, and I'd go around the side of the house and call the dude. Because I don't know what to do in that situation. I don't want to just ring the doorbell while staring at the kid. Like, what do I do?
You go in the bathroom and you say, "Hey."
Yeah.
Oh, go get in the shower with
You
them.
stick the pizza shower in the shower first.
I go inside. I wrangle the kids, put them in my car, go back, leave the pizza outside.
Yeah, like it's a trade.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
traded.
if you want your kids back, pay for the pizza.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so the kid didn't have. There was no money inside either. He didn't like leave it on the dresser.
No,
or
I
whatever.
stood there for 5 minutes while a kid, and if you don't know me, I am terrified of children.
Yeah.
And and yeah, so I just kind of had to like make small talk with this child while he showed me his toys and showed me his sister.
Still cute. I love that he showed off his little sister. That's adorable.
Yeah, but I'm trying to make that paper and get the fuck out of there because this is awkward. I could have stolen your children.
Right.
What the fuck?
You know.
All right.
Speaking of children,
And
people
pizza.
people trying to steal them.
Yeah.
Let's get into today's fight. Thank you, Joey, for your pizza corner. We're going to continue that at some point in the future.
Part
But
2.
part 2's coming. Get ready to drop that.
Speaking of part 2s, there's a lot of part 2s, and
There's a lot of
discussion.
sequels to these shitty white kids doing gymnastics on
Shit,
people.
Yeah.
Today's fight is between the 3 ninjas. There's 3 of them. So we thought it would be nice to have them fight 3 more, not ninjas, but karate children. That's what they're called, right? The karate children?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Karate
It's
Children.
Karate
This
Child
is-
1.
No, the Karate Collective is
Okay.
the entire
So in
universe.
case you don't know, we're talking Macchio, we're talking Swank, and we're talking Smith.
I like the stank you put on that swank.
Thanks. That's how you pronounce
well
her
deserved.
name.
Swank.
Hilary Stank.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh,
No. I'm sorry. She's won like 2 Oscars. And she was in this fucking movie.
it wasn't for the Karate Kid.
Oh, it wasn't? Okay, I just wanted to
No.
make sure. So yeah,
The
we're
next
talking
Karate Kid, I should say.
we're talking a bunch of white kids karate chopping each other on today's very real tournament. On Team Ninjas,
Woo woo.
me and my boy Zachary
What up?
over there. For the rest of the episode, you guys can call me Rocky.
You can call me Tum Tum.
There we go. No Colt. That kid sucks.
Now,
Yeah,
Colt
just-
was cool. It was just.
Oh, no! Neither of us are cool enough to be Colt.
Yeah,
the
that's
thing.
what
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like.
okay.
I can't measure up to that.
Right. I wish we could get Colt on our show. He's probably not doing much. All right. And on team Team Karate, there's Team Ninja, Team Karate, are my brother Joey
Yes, sir.
and my friend Butler.
That's me.
Yeah. So let's dive in. Do you guys want to start off telling us about each of the Karate Kids, or do you want me
Yeah,
to
yeah.
go?
Tell us about these karate children.
Yeah, so we have the original Karate Kid, played by the illustrious Ralph
Ooh,
Macchio.
his hair is pretty illustrious.
Yeah.
Is that a word you can use to describe
Nice
hair?
hairdo.
Yeah.
In all 3 movies, it's so like bouncy
Yeah,
and
oh,
like
yeah.
coiffy. I don't know. It's very nice.
Yeah. He is the original Karate Kid. He, his techniques. He has the wax on, wax off. He has
Right.
paint the house, vertical and horizontal.
Lots of chores.
He knows.
chores.
Miyagi taught him kata, which is kind of like the yoga portion of like the yoga subsect of
Right.
karate.
Okay.
He has some sort of weird move where he dodges like a weird like anchor thing on a shipyard. I don't
Okay.
know what that technique's called. But then we have
Dodging.
Anchor dodge.
yeah, sure. Might as well be.
Moving out of the way of a punch.
Then we have the actual, not sarcastically illustrious Hilary Swank, who is not illustrious in this movie at all.
And her hair is not very lustrous. It's very. Do I keep using that wrong? Am I meaning to say luscious? I have no idea. Her hair's flat as fuck in that movie, and the bangs aren't working for me either.
She didn't get a whole lot
Macchio
of.
had way better hair.
Her name is Julie-san.
Julie-san.
And
Is that her actual name, or is that Mr. Miyagi's
That's
name?
what Mr. Miyagi calls her.
Okay.
And then
Julie Pierce.
She doesn't
Okay,
really
thank you,
have a lot
Butler.
of technique. She does like a sweet flying jump kick.
I see her doing a lot of leg kicks. Like she does. That's like her main thing. There's no
Pretty leggy.
right.
Yeah.
There's no real like punching or chopping.
Saucy Butler. Very leggy.
Right.
Oof. Let's not.
She was 20 in that movie. All right.
Was she?
Yeah, she was 20.
right. I'm just trying not to objectify. on
Which
the
they
podcast.
do in The Next Karate Kid
Absolutely.
Hard.
hard. Then we have Jaden Smith's son.
Right.
Is that what he's called?
Yeah, he's called
he's
Jaden
12.
Smith.
Jackie
son.
Chan's son calls him Jaden Smith's son.
Yeah.
What's his actual name in that movie?
Dre.
Oh, Dre.
Yeah.
Oh, Dre.
Dre Parker.
His technique is hang the jacket.
I know. I just watched that clip. But it teaches him technique, right? Like,
Yeah, it
he's,
teaches
like,
him technique. It's
open
very
hand,
it's
like-
it's kind of like the amalgamation of like paint the house and wax on wax. It's like all in one of him just hanging his jacket, putting on the jacket, taking off the jacket,
Right.
picking up the jacket.
Well, there's a lot of that, and then it goes into some hardcore training.
Yeah, then they just like, all right, you're gonna be a
Beat the
fucking
fuck out of him.
kung fu master. The funny
His
thing
training
is-
was brutal.
yeah. The funny thing is about the new Karate Kid movie is I don't think they ever fucking say karate. It's kung fu.
Yeah.
It's all kung fu. They never say karate.
Was it originally going to be titled The Kung Fu Kid?
It should have been.
Right.
Except they ripped every like major plot element from
Right.
the first one.
Well, and Jackie Chan's entire script,
Yeah.
basically.
Is his
Just-
name Mr. Miyagi?
No, his
No.
name isn't even Mr. Miyagi.
It's Mr.
weird.
Han.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
But that's a rundown of the three different Karate Kids and
Okay.
kind of what they can do.
Yeah, we have over on Team Ninja, we have three like interchangeable white brothers.
Yeah, little kids.
I'm not even going to say their real names because fuck if I know them.
It's like
Yeah,
Michael,
here's-
Sam, and
here's what's
Gregory or Steve.
yeah. We got top of the pack, Rocky.
Oldest,
oh yeah.
Then we got Colt.
middleest,
And then we got Tum Tum.
youngest.
Why are they named those things?
Well, that's because they've been training to be ninjas at their grandfathers.
Yeah, their grandfather's fucking like ranch / ninja training facility.
Yeah.
It's called a dojo.
It's not.
No,
It's not.
It's
a
like
cabin
Grandpa's
in the
farm.
woods.
Yeah.
basically these are the things Grandpa has now, and this is where he lives
Like he
in the
used
woods.
to, like his background is apparently he used to train ninjas for an evil guy to make an army of ninjas, and now he just teaches his grandchildren,
Yeah, and not to mention
his white grandchildren.
Oh yeah.
Very-
He is
like,
very much an Asian man.
very, very, very white grandchildren.
Yeah, and his white daughter. It's all just-
Yeah, it's really bizarre that there's a point in the movie where the mom says, oh, "Maybe that's my Asian side." She's just a white, she's just a white lady.
They could have
See,
cast an Asian
Until
lady.
that point, they could have passed off adopted.
yeah.
Something. Uncle. I don't
It's
care.
like, oh, that's my Asian half. It's like, I don't know why her FBI husband wasn't like, "Hey, honey, I got some news. You've been adopted this whole time."
Did a background check. Your dad stole you at a young age to teach you karate. They don't,
He's not actually the grandfather to our children.
yeah.
Please get them away from him.
But anyway, they go every summer to train as ninjas. No karate. No. It's fucking. It's all.
It's
they're saying
ninja.
ninja
All
in this fucking movie.
subversive tactics to
Not
hide
ninjutsu.
from the...
No, not ninjutsu. They're just
Ninja.
everything's ninja in this shit. So, but Rocky, the oldest, is named Rocky because he's solid,
Yeah.
like a rock. Colt is a wild stallion. He's a bit of a wild child because he's the
fast.
middle one. And then Tum Tum is
He
a big
likes
fat
food.
fatty that fucking eats every single time he's on screen.
Uh,
And when he gets older and his metabolism starts to go, he's gonna be the fattest fat ninja ever.
And that's perfect that he's still named Tum Tum at that point. That would make
Yeah,
more sense.
he'll-
He'd be
he'll
an
keep that
excellent
name
like
forever.
sumo wrestler.
Wasn't there a
Dude, he in the second one, he wants to go to Japan to
Hold on.
to-
Wasn't there a Chris Farley movie about this? Right.
yeah, it was called Big Fat Ninja Man.
Right. It was just Tum
but-
Tum growing up.
Tum Tum wants to go to Japan because there's sumo wrestlers there, and they can eat whatever they want.
Right.
Also, to sort of move into talking about these, Tum Tum, his parents are awful. They let this kid walk around with food in his mouth. Oh, they let him eat whatever he wants.
Like, okay, opening scene, how we meet Tum Tum. Grandpa tries to wake him up with a little reed to tickle his nose. Doesn't work. What does work? Tum Tum's holding a bag of candy, and Grandpa touches that.
Yeah.
And Tum Tum freaks
He
out.
literally does half his ninjing with like a licorice in his mouth.
Yeah.
Like he's got like Twizzlers and chocolate. And it happens throughout all the movies, but it's just like, these are some awful fucking parents that just let their kid eat all the candy he wants because he's good at ninjing. Yeah,
I like how the crux, like the getting into spoilers of the first three ninjas. The crux of how their grandpa beats the big baddie is Tum Tum handed him like 6 jelly beans.
I know.
And then the bad guy has the grandpa like by the collar holding him up above him.
And just
then-
doing like a primal yell like,
Yeah. Just screaming in his face, and he just takes out the jelly beans and shoves them in his mouth.
Yeah, that's how this ninja defeats his fucking opponent. It's by shoving jelly
that's the
beans down
thing.
his mouth.
Two, it's Grandpa says, boys, don't ever get into a fight you know you can't win. So he gets into the fight with this bad dude and gets his ass whooped.
But he
But he
knows
knew-
he has
but
those
he knew
jelly
he
like,
could
beans.
cheat.
I got this.
Yeah, he knew he could cheat, so
Yeah.
he was fine.
It's very...
I mean, the baddie did throw a pepper bomb in his face or whatever it was
Oh,
called.
can we
That's-
actually... Can we talk about the baddie for a second?
In the
And-
Three Ninjas?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, sure.
Just, you know, Steven Seagal part 5?
I think, hold on, all of the bad guys in all of these ninja movies all have ponytails, basically,
Yeah.
right?
Ty pulled back hair.
Yeah.
In the first Three Ninjas,
That was
he's
90s
got,
Villain 101.
He's got, you know, tight ponytail, a hairline that's 4 inches back on one side, and then maybe like a half an inch back on the other
It's
side.
really lopsided.
Well, it's funny that you bring up the ponytail thing because the first two Karate Kids were made in the 80s. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure the third one was made in the 90s.
It had,
And that guy had a ponytail.
that guy had a fucking pulled back ponytail.
Steven
But-
Seagal.
Not that many ponytails aside from that.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, maybe I'm just making that up. I don't know. It felt
Well,
like a
you're
lot.
talking
No.
about the 90s. We're talking about
Right.
the 80s.
That's
Sure.
true. Well, but even in the Hilary
But yeah,
Swank
this
version.
villain in the Karate Kid has an army of ninjas that fucking drop in on the FBI when they're doing a sting. These motherfuckers, the FBI has guns and they just like drop in from ropes.
And the FBI, the way they catch him, they have a man who is just a regular white guy with a mustache and a Middle Eastern accent.
Yeah.
Let me buy all these weapons off you. And it's just like, oh, please.
Yeah.
It's like, how did he fall for it in the first place? I mean, maybe
Yeah.
that's why he had all the ninjas there. He knew what was coming.
Well, we know he's bad because he eventually loses to 3 small children
This is
and an old man.
Well, and not just that, their dad shoots him.
Yeah.
It's true. FBI dad.
FBI dad.
These movies are fucking weird, guys.
Yeah, I want to bring up, and this is a parallel between both of these franchises, is that like karate and apparently ninja
just keep
is
saying
held above everything.
Oh yeah.
Everything is ran by dojos and ninja organizations.
It's true.
Well, that's
It's
how
like-
real life is, right?
Do you think so? Do you think that they cracked into sort of reality and
That was always my mind frame.
yeah,
Which
they
state
created a
was just
world
that-
that's like run by ninjas, sort of like John Wick, how the world is like run by assassins.
Well, I mean, that was the 90s. It was kung fu and ninja, or karate. Sorry, karate and ninjas.
yeah, basically.
Another point I want to bring up about the Karate Kid universe is that grown men have no fucking issue with beating the shit out of kids.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's also
They're
That's
Three
also in
ninjas.
the Three
Whooping
Ninjas.
ass,
Yeah.
Like fucking like assault and breaking and entering mean nothing
Yep.
in the Karate Kid universe.
Right.
Weird. Super weird.
The kids in Three Ninjas have guns drawn on them, and they're like,
Dude, they're
Whatever.
never scared. Those kids are fucking stone faced, fearless. They
literally, people, 3 men break into their house.
wait, 3 radical surf dudes.
Yeah, sorry, 3 radical
Surf dude murderers.
bros
Surf murder
break into their
dudes.
house by
Murder
pretending to
dudes.
be pizza delivery boy.
3 pizza delivery boys.
The 3 pizza delivery boys.
I didn't even think about that when I was
They slam it in the babysitter's face, lock her in the closet. One of the kids notices, and they're like, we gotta get help. But Rocky, in all his brilliance, is like, no.
I've watched Home Alone before.
This is what our grandpa has taught us. This
like,
is
no,
this is our moment.
It's fucking not.
For us 3 children, all under 10 years old, to beat the shit out of 3 adults. No problem.
Yeah, it's like I hope you misinterpreted what your grandfather's trying to teach you. It's like,
Don't enter any fight you can't win. Well, he's 2 feet taller than me.
it has a gun. They all have guns.
They all 3 of them.
Can I say, Zach, that before that they go to kidnap the children, they want to eat the pizza, and I have the line right here.
Yes, please. Please.
Bros, first we feast, then we felony.
First we feast, then felony.
Oh, also, preceding that, I wrote this down too, because it was these fucking surf bros, but they speak kind of eloquently, and they're very kind.
Fester, Hammer,
And the guy who doesn't get to talk.
and the
The
other
third
2.
guy who contractually
Hey,
was not allowed to say anything.
Fun fact, Hammer still works on films.
Oh, good for him.
Just behind the camera.
But he didn't get to say, time for some excellent breaking and entering. All right.
Wow.
But yeah, there's a bit of a Home Alone element to the 3 Ninjas.
And actually, this predates Home Alone. This was a 92 film.
Oh, 91 actually.
It was 91?
Yep.
Okay.
The first one, then it got 94.
So Home Alone
95.
totally ripped this off.
Yeah, they saw that and like, that could be a whole movie.
Right.
But we don't want any ninja involved. He's gonna be a regular
Take
kid.
the ninja out.
Ninjas were out by
They
then.
set mad traps for them. There's an X-Lax gag where the
Well,
guys are pooping their pants.
And also, just to speak to how inept these robbers are, the kids just keep on like coming in and being like, hey, here's this. And the robbers are like,
Oh,
hey,
thanks,
give
bro.
us that.
You're not doing the surfer bro accent that they have. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
Oh, bro, thanks.
Oh, thanks, kids.
Yeah, yeah. It's very like kids.
Hi. Do you guys want to steal some children?
You're getting a
Come
little
on.
nasally.
Wow.
But there's an overarching principle to all of these movies, also both universes, that like karate is like not like any sort of like fighting is not supposed to be used except in like the very last straw.
It's the last resort.
And then they always go back on it. It's
Oh,
like, no,
yeah,
I gotta fight him.
Yeah.
I gotta fight them. It's
The
like, no,
end
they
of-
taught you not to fight. Those are the
Right.
principles of these.
Into 3 Ninjas, it's just they beat up their bullies for no other reasons than they can.
Yeah. Yes. It's
It's
not
like-
teaching a great lesson.
Don't do this unless it's the last resort, or if there's bullies that kind of like bug you sometimes.
Right.
One
Or
of
you
the
just
2.
feel like it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the same in the Karate Kid, yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Fucking well, the in the first movie you have the Cobra Kai,
Right.
which are all on coke.
Yeah. Cobra
Oh my God.
Kai.
I mean, it was
Coke-
the 80s.
The Cobra Kai. Yeah, but they're like 15 and they're just like a bunch of cokeheads.
Dude, it was the
Their
80s.
their sensei is a bunch of cokeheads. But yeah, then in 3, the Cobra Kai kind of come back through the master above the Cobra Kai
Of course.
sensei. There's this dude above him, and he is like a super sweet businessman, where he's like, but also a karate master.
He's a karate businessman, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
He's a
what
karate businessman,
Right.
where he's like talking to the washed up Cobra Kai sensei while signing a plutonium deal. And shit like
And the
that.
stakes.
Yeah. And that dude is basically on coke on top of the coke that the rest of the Cobra Kais do.
Right.
Oh my
Super
God.
Coke.
And the funny thing is about this entire universe, especially the Ralph Macchio trilogy, all Ralph Macchio and Miyagi are trying to do is hang out, learn some karate, mind their own fucking business, and no one lets them mind their own business.
Right.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, it was the same with Hilary Swank. She just wanted to chill and be a rebel.
Not even chill. She's a bitch.
Well, yeah.
She's a huge bitch in that movie.
She was.
And the funny thing,
So much so that her grandmother had to go to the other side of the country to get away from her.
So this is the
She tormented her grandmother.
This is the plot point. The next Karate Kid takes place in Boston. Miyagi flies in because it's his army comrade's funeral from World War II. World War II. And shows up. It's the Hilary Swank is the widow or the granddaughter of the widow. Mm-hmm. And Miyagi's like, go to my house in California. I'll take care of your granddaughter. And she was like, cool. And she just bounces.
Tight.
All right.
Okay, guys, I feel like we've talked about these movies for long enough. Let's do this. We're gonna make these children fight.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Who's better, karate or ninja?
Well, what I noticed watching Three Ninjas movie, and then some clips, they never get hit.
No.
Yeah, they're great.
No, they're children, and it's a kids movie, and they can't have adults punching kids in the face.
Right.
Well,
They're just
Karate
very
Kid-
you missed
skilled
the second
ninjas.
one where they do get hit sometimes.
Oh, they actually get hit,
yeah, like
hurt?
Colt takes a beating in a karate tournament. Sorry, ninja tournament. It's not a
Thank
karate
you.
tournament. They call it a ninja tournament.
Does he get kicked so hard that he's blown out of the arena?
No.
Okay.
But he does take some punches, but you're right, Joey.
Because Jaden took that hit.
Oh, did he fly through a wall?
No, he was on an elevated fighting arena, and the kid drop kicked him off the stage.
No kid is jumping back up from that, for sure.
Right.
But yeah, these kids, that's what it is. They have the strength to defeat adults.
Yeah, basically.
They beat up, I wish I would have done a body count, because they beat up numerous adults in these movies. They're
Yeah.
not...
Yeah, and it's no problem. Like, hits that, even in the film, look like they just wouldn't do
Yeah, but
anything.
we have to obey the fiction here.
But
they beat up adults in these
this
movies.
means that these are super children. Their faintest moves knock out adults.
Yeah, Tum
No
Tum is
problem.
just like slapping people in the face and they're going down.
They ram Tum Tum into a dude, knocks him straight out.
Yeah.
I have a quick question, Joey.
Okay.
In your watching of the Karate Kid movies, did you notice any teleporting?
No teleporting. This episode,
Oh, thank
guys.
God.
All right.
Finally.
Just wanted to get that
No
out
weird
of the way.
continuity errors. No supernatural things. Besides Miyagi's hand healing technique, where
Yeah,
he just goes and he rubs his hands together and touches you,
Well,
and
then
you're healed.
in the third one, there's some fire
Yeah.
added in.
Oh, okay.
They had some fanfare with the
Well, yeah, that's
Jackie
the
Chan
real
healing
karate
technique.
shit I'm trying to get into. That's what I would be getting him to teach me. Where's the magic? I don't care about these moves. I want to
where's
get to
the
the magic. I just saw you do some magic, and I want that. So, I don't know. Does he teach Ralph Macchio any magic? Because if then, maybe we have an even fight.
Well, no. Here's the thing that I noticed is that the Three Ninjas, they're all offensive.
Absolutely.
Like that's all. That's all.
Oh,
they
yeah.
do.
They just wail on people.
yeah.
Kung Fu's the opposite.
And karate. Excuse me.
Stop getting your shit mixed up, Butler. You didn't watch the Kung Fu Kids.
Okay.
It's all defensive. Wax on, wax off. That's all about moving blows away.
Yeah.
You got the house painting. That's about wah, 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 moving stuff.
yeah.
Wah,
you know,
wah,
you know,
yeah,
wobble
sure.
wah. You don't know that technique? Sorry.
Blah, blah, blah.
But yeah, and then all Jaden Smith stuff is the hang the jacket technique. That's all kind of moving stuff away from you.
Okay.
So you got these three little heathens that are just beating up weird foot soldier
I
adults.
think that they're actually the bullies.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, at some point it kind of turns.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, you guys are just mocking people and hitting them a lot, and you're not solving anything. No sort of... There's a lot of... That's the thing, is in the Karate Kids, there's a lot of philosophy being thrown around.
Yeah.
And everything in Three Ninjas is just physical.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just
Three
kill 'em.
Ninjas is basically like, hey, don't fight if you don't have to, but I mean, don't listen
But
to that
anyway, we
rule,
won't have a
really.
movie if you don't fight, so...
Yeah.
I think...
Because the funny thing about the Karate Kid movies is that almost all of them, there's no fighting throughout. it's like some training, but there's like a weird, like, not rom-com, but just like
Right, 'cause-
drama in the middle of
Sure.
it, and then they fight in the last 15 minutes, and then the credits roll. Every single fucking
Right, because
movie.
it's all about learning a lesson and taking in.
Yeah,
these
but like he like
philosophies and
knocks
stuff.
the dude out, and then they like freeze frame high five,
Right, it's the
and then the
very
credits
end.
roll.
Yeah.
Right.
It's super weird.
Because it turns out it wasn't about the fight.
Well,
Yeah.
It was about the lessons he learned along the way, and also kicking a dude in the face and cheating, basically.
But
Because he
by-
basically cheated.
but by the time I watched the 2010 one with Jaden
Crank kick's
Smith,
illegal.
I would have been mad if they kept going past right then.
Yeah.
Like if they didn't just roll credits right after the fight and
'Cause
they did
all
Right,
like
of
so you
those
need an
movies-
epilogue.
I'd be
All
mad.
of those movies are like almost 2 hours. There's no business for them to be that long. I watched all fucking 5. That's 10 hours of my life that I spent watching
I'm sorry.
a
Man,
weird like
each of the Karate Kid
teen
movies
drama
are the-
with some like karate training
Philosophy,
and then
yeah.
a 15-minute fight at the end.
Right.
Right.
Well, yeah, the Three Ninjas movies are all like an hour 20 flat and you're out.
Yeah,
Like it doesn't.
it's nothing.
And it
Yeah,
starts
they're
with them
breeze.
just like beating people up and doesn't stop.
Well, it's not just beating people up either. We got some sweet tactics.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
and lots
but-
of one-liners and such too.
Chili bombs.
Yep.
Anybody? Basically, they just, I think it looked like black pepper, white pepper, and cayenne pepper into
It's
coffee
true.
filters.
Yeah,
And then
they
threw it in
have
people's
smoke
face.
bombs too.
They,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, their grandfather uses fucking smoke bombs.
Yeah.
And
So-
then they use diarrhea water, which
Yeah.
it's water that makes you diarrhea.
Right,
not
it wasn't. Yeah, don't be gross.
water that's okay. Anyway, they basically lose 3 of the robbers in a room, in a single room.
Yeah, in a small bedroom, like the size of the room we're in, they're able to evade their attackers. That's
3 full-grown
Should
adults.
we just go full Home Alone on this and say that the Karate Kids are
No,
coming
we're
to
not doing that.
coming to break into the Three
to
Ninjas
steal
house?
them?
Because these are the same teams that did
Dude, they're
Home
always
Alone.
using nephews and stuff. Maybe the Karate Kids are hired to kidnap the Three Ninjas.
We
I just
never
assumed we
know.
were in an arena, like
Okay.
with a lot of people in the stands watching, including like their parents and their love interest.
I don't know,
just like
man.
in all the Karate Kid movies.
I don't know. I thought we'd settle this on the streets like in the Three Ninjas, though.
Yeah.
Zach, is there a compromise between the tournament
There,
and the streets?
there is.
Oh.
The
Because
docks.
in
The
the next
ninja
Karate Kid, they end up at the docks. There's a dude there waiting to fight Hilary Swank, which is just like, man, that movie, everyone's rapey towards her. It's super
It was
weird.
Ned.
Oh.
Yeah. And waiting, and he has 4 barrels, like burning barrels, on this dock, just like waiting.
He didn't have much
Oh,
time
yeah.
to prepare.
They weren't waiting for Hilary Swank, they're waiting for the love interest. Oh my god, that dude looks like... You know how in Back to the Future, Marty McFly just looked a little too old to be a high school student? Like, he played it off with like
Right.
his energy.
Right.
Imagine Marty McFly, like 10 years later, still trying to be a high school student. That's this love interest. He is like, he has the
He did
broadest
look really
shoulders.
old, yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. But yeah, I'd say it might be a
So we're
showdown
meeting
on
in
the docks.
Okay, so we're meeting in the docks.
Surrounded
Well, I mean, that's where
by
the climax
fire.
of the first Three Ninjas movie
Yeah.
takes place, is on docks.
It's on a boat.
Well, yeah.
But guess
Boats?
what boats are? Yeah.
Docks!
Boats go to docks.
Yeah. So they both are familiar with docks. So I think the sort of, if we had to match them all up, it would be obviously Tum Tum v. Jaden Smith.
I don't know, man. Since we don't have a hierarchy of the Karate Kid movies, like the characters.
I feel like
within
Hilary
each
Swank is
movies-
older than Ralph Macchio. Like I was gonna say Rocky,
If we're just going by
Swank,
age, sure.
and then we're going Colt, Macchio, and then Tum Tum.
I
Jaden
was
Smith.
more so gonna match them up via fighting prowess, because honestly,
Jaden's gonna win.
Ralph Macchio kind of sucks. He
Yeah.
knows his techniques, his wax on, wax off. He has the crane kick.
right.
Right.
But like Hilary Swank learns like a flying jump kick, but she's already very adequate by the end of the
'Cause she-
fight at the end of the movie. Like she's kicking, she's moving around and stuff like that.
So it took her one movie
Right.
where it took Ralph Macchio 3.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, and she was also trained some by her father, so she had some pre-training.
Yeah. And
So
then
it helped.
Jaden Smith's a fucking savage, honestly.
Yeah,
Like-
his training montage is long.
Yeah. Because they spent a bunch of the movie being like, first of all right, I need to bring this up. I'm sorry,
Okay.
guys. I'm gonna,
We were going to talk about this fight.
I'm gonna throw down the Amazing Spider-Man 2 argument. The new Karate Kid, the 2010 with Jaden Smith, is the only Karate Kid movie that makes sense. You have the fish out of water with like basically every movie.
Right.
But this one, he moves to China.
Right.
Yeah.
Where it would make a lot more sense that there's a giant kung fu culture.
Right.
Right.
And he even goes to like an academy, and the Cobra Kai bad guy type is like a subsect of that academy. It's not a dojo in the middle of the fucking street in LA
Right.
where there's a bunch of cokeheads learning karate. It is the most accurate Karate Kid movie.
But in the
It's
80s, that all the white kids had to do everything. All the white people got to do everything.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But yeah, this
As
one
is the
is
Three
the only one that
Ninjas
makes
is
sense.
all-
He gets beat up because he's an outsider, because he's different.
Okay.
They all know karate because and kung fu because that is the culture.
Right.
Right.
Well, the difference is in those arguments is that like the new Karate Kid sounds like a pretty decent movie. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is not a fucking good movie at all. It sucks
No, it's
ass.
terrible.
So
It's
accurate
awful.
though.
We don't care how accurate it is.
Not good.
It is bad. So okay.
Yeah, let's. I'm sorry I derailed us. I just needed to bring that up. I was watching it last night. I was like,
Needed to.
this is the only one that makes fucking sense.
Right.
Only one.
Okay.
Here's the thing about the fight.
Yeah.
Three ninjas kind of work best together,
Yeah.
you would say?
Right.
So I was thinking of the fight as the Karate Kids surrounding three ninjas.
Like just.
Three ninjas got to deal with it as
Okay.
it comes to them.
But that also kind of plays into our hand where they're all offense and the Karate Kids are defense.
Right.
So if they're just coming at him, and yeah, it's hard to quantify because, first of all, Dre and Daniel-san are technically the same character.
Right.
And then you have this outlier of Hilary Swank, and she has sweet jump kicks.
Right. She's real good at kicking.
I have a point to bring up. How many girls did they beat up in the movies?
You know, that's fair. There could have been some girls under those ninja masks.
Yeah,
I'm not saying there's
We
not.
don't know. I'm not going to make any
Okay.
judgments.
but
Yeah, so I'll
but
say
they
like
weren't.
4?
But they weren't aware
That's
of
fair.
them. Is that fair?
Right. No, and a lot of those they save the girl. They like the girl's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh, I got a crush on.
So if they're
Rocky.
aware,
Rocky.
if they're aware they're fighting a girl, they might have a problem with that. Something to bring up.
No, Tum Tum like super wants to like beat up a girl.
Oh.
The kid's a monster.
Okay.
He
Well,
hates girls and he loves candy.
all right. So
Might become a cannibal.
so we
later in
don't
life.
put Hilary Swank against Tum Tum.
Well, Tum Tum will go fucking ape on her and
Yeah.
just straight up rip her head off.
Oh yeah, that's
That's what happened in the third
Well,
one,
you guys
right?
are forgetting that in the Three Ninjas, these motherfuckers are trained in like every weapon. I'm talking bow staff, talking nunchucks, throwing stars. Good luck, Ralph Macchio.
Pole they ripped off a wall?
Pole arm. Is Ralph Macchio gonna fucking crane kick a throwing star? Nah.
maybe.
What about that chili powder? That gets in your eyes? No good.
That's
yeah,
not good.
I also one of my favorite parts of the first Three Ninjas is when their grandpa throws a throwing knife at a bad guy behind him, and it stabs him in the chest, and they hide it by making a boing noise.
Yeah.
That very
There
much
are,
happened.
there
It's
are
like
a couple of like
They just murdered that guy, and it was like boing.
Yeah, they murder him and it's just like, boing.
Yeah, it's just like what?
yeah. There's for sure a lot of like circus noises and shit in the Three Ninjas.
Very
a lot of
clearly
boing
put in
boing
there.
boings. Maybe a couple farts. I'm not sure.
All put in there just to be like, see, it's all fun, kids.
Also,
Science,
it's for
whatever.
kids.
Yeah, if you want to go fight adults with guns, go.
I just feel bad for the
You'll
first
win.
kid who came out of that movie, saw somebody get stabbed, and didn't hear a boing noise.
Oh man.
They just hear
boing?
they just hear gurgling and death, and not boing. It's like this was supposed to be fun.
I think the kid was mouthing boy to try and help himself.
I want to bring this up too, since all the kids were recast in the fourth Three Ninjas.
Yeah,
What was really funny, did you recognize one of those kids? You, Nick specifically.
Colt
was the young version of Rocky from Power Rangers.
what?
And what's funny about that is he looks almost exactly the same.
Wow.
where he has a red like flannel shirt and a ponytail. It's like he walked off the set of Power Rangers into this Karate Kids movie. It was
very well might
fucking
have.
bizarre. I was like, that is literally what he looks like. He has the red and he's got the
Yeah.
what the fuck? Oh my god! And the ironic thing is he's not Rocky.
Right.
That movie was filmed in, what, 98?
Yeah.
So he literally
He
could have
could've-
walked off
Yeah,
that set.
It was the same set.
Might have been the same set.
Right.
They had a Power Rangers episode at a I was gonna say a roller coaster place.
That's what they're called.
Yep.
What's your favorite roller coaster place, Butler?
Roller coaster tycoon.
Nice,
Fuck.
nice answer. Corkscrew Follies.
I love that one. Sorry, theme park. Anyway, all right. Our kids have weapons. What do your kids have?
Discipline.
Shit.
Excellent discipline.
Shit.
We had Grandpa gave us some of that, right?
No,
No.
they have no discipline in those movies.
No. They have to like hold each other back constantly.
They do.
Just being like, no, don't
They
do
do
it.
use the S word in the first, the shut up word. Sorry
Whoa.
for saying it, but they say that twice.
Whoa, dude. After
Nice.
those kids beat him at basketball.
Yeah. Shut up.
You know, in a quick fact, in the original, Rocky and Colt beat them, but that's like the what you saw on Hulu is like a different cut.
Director's cut. He had to go back
wait,
and
Don't
what?
you
fix
have
it.
the DVD?
Wait, is this
Blu-ray?
real?
Yeah, there's another cut where Rocky and Colt win the basketball game and just like shit on these kids because they can't lose, dog.
No way. Okay, because I watched this movie a ton when I was a kid.
And you thought that they
And
won,
I
right?
watched it again, and I was like, yeah, they win. And then it happened. I was like, what? What?
Yeah, dude, totally
My
different
whole life's
cut.
a lie.
Hulu's
Oh my
fucking with you, man.
God.
You were right the whole time.
Yeah, because they still have their bikes
Wow.
at the end.
Does anyone play basketball in any of the Karate Kid movies?
Yes, Jaden does.
Yeah, Jaden does.
Okay.
And he's bad.
And then,
Oh, okay, so we can win at basketball.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
And then he goes and he's like, I'm gonna play ping pong with this very old Asian man that's probably really good at ping pong. And that Asian man literally assaults Jaden Smith in ping pongs. They're like, dribbling for a second and Jaden Smith gets a point. And then the Asian
the
man's
kid-
like, fuck you.
He comes over and beats the shit out of him with his paddle.
No, he's just hitting
This is a
balls at him.
lesson. This
the
is a
ball.
lesson.
Yeah.
Just assaults him with ping pong.
Okay.
But yeah, no, when it comes down to Jaden Smith, funny enough, is their strongest fighter.
Yeah.
He has
for sure.
that sick, like, backflip kick
with a broken leg.
with a broken leg at the
Oh
end of the
shit, he
movie.
fights with a broken leg.
Yeah, just like Ralph Macchio because it's the same movie.
Right.
Right.
All right. So I think we'd have to put up Colt. I think Colt's the craziest fighter, probably.
It's like the Raphael.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, either that or
Rocky's
you
the
put
level
up,
head.
or you put up maybe a level head up against him. I'm not sure.
One other thing about Jaden, he has mild mind control.
Explain.
He attempted to use the Cobra technique, which is a technique that he sees some woman up in a mountain using
On the Great Wall of China when they train, obviously.
Obviously.
when they
train.
walked up like 7 million steps. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Discipline.
And she's over like hanging off a ledge basically on this like structure I don't know.
Statue.
Right, and there's a cobra there dancing back and forth and she's kind of dancing with it, and then Jackie Chan explains to her that she's controlling the cobra, it's
She's not
mimicking-
following the Cobra. The Cobra's following her.
Whoa.
right.
Okay.
And so Jaden uses this in his last
And he
bout.
becomes a cobra.
Or
He becomes a cobra.
he stares at somebody.
He's
with
an
a doing
animorph.
Well, yeah, he stares at his final enemy, and the guy's kind of following his. It doesn't really do anything, but
He could
it's,
probably,
But then he hits him with a backflip
right.
kick.
You know
He
what?
might have psyched him out.
He could probably get Tum Tum with that. I think
he
Jaden
might be able
Smith
to.
could get Tum Tum. But then you got Rocky coming up from behind with a fucking sword.
Stabs him right through the chest.
These Karate Kids are getting fucking stabbed or hit with some nunchucks.
Wax
Block
on,
it.
wax off.
I feel like it goes either way. Either one, you guys are gonna stab us with a sword, and
Yeah.
we're the Karate Kids.
Yeah, you are.
You're gonna stab us with a sword,
Uh-huh.
or two, we're gonna kick you medium strength, and you're gonna crumble on the ground because you're small children
Your
that never get hit.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was bringing up when they don't get fucking hit in these
That's
movies
true. Right. You
by
don't
these
see 'em-
full-grown adults, but these
Right.
karate kids.
Right, but I've
They're
seen
not fucking
some
around
of the
with
Three
that.
Ninjas take hits from other kids.
Ralph Macchio can take an extreme amount of pain to one knee.
Whoa!
Wait, like, is it in like he can only take pain into one knee, or
I mean,
Does he block
It
with his
got
knee
shattered.
a lot?
He
It might
took-
as well have.
that shot to the leg and couldn't walk on it and still won the tournament.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. I thought that maybe I misremembered, and he blocked every shot from Cobra Kai with his one super powered
super
knee.
knee? It's just got a
I was like, wow, this
shield on
movie's
the end
a
of it.
lot different than I thought it was.
80s were
Well,
a
I
weird
don't
time,
remember
man.
his
It's-
kneecap being 3 feet wide.
It's
That's
purely
odd.
a defensive kneecap, too. Okay, well, guys, what we have here is, I'd say it's a pretty good stalemate. We got, these kids are offense, and these kids over here are defense.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break, figure this out, come back, tell you guys out there in listener land who is going to win in this very real tournament. All right, guys, we are back to end this child brawl that we're in the midst of right now.
Which fits really well into the Three Ninjas Karate Kid universe.
Yeah, just children brawling
Right.
all the time. So, the stage is set. We're at the docks. So, Butler, who set up the fire barrels in this particular situation?
It was Ned.
Ned. Okay.
Good old Ned.
But then
And then he quickly departed because he realized something bigger was
he's
happening.
like the proprietor of the docks, and he has to set up the fire barrels for people to come.
Well, we got to
Come
fight
fight.
at 2 o'clock today, so I got to burn the barrels.
I got.
Yeah, he got punked by Hilary Swank, so then that's just his job now.
Yeah, she's like, I come here to
Always.
fight a lot.
He'll always set up my fire.
You're the proprietor of this particular
He's
dock.
been cursed to this existence.
No boats anymore. It's just fire barrels and children battling. So here we are in the middle of the fight.
Yeah.
The Karate Kids defending. The Three Ninjas attacking. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Relentless onslaught.
You guys forgot to mention something that I remember from the next Karate Kid. And that's that Hilary Swank has a secret hawk. What? You don't remember
Zach didn't
that?
even know.
Hilary
Her like
Swank has like
best
a hawk
friend
on.
is like a hawk that
It's
got
not Mr.
hurt.
Miyagi. It's a fucking hawk.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So what happens? That's right. Hilary Swank summons her hawk to come into battle. Here it is, swooping in majestically. Tum Tum hits it with a fucking throwing star. It's gone. Sorry, you thought that was gonna happen. It's not. Tum Tum's got this. On lockdown.
The hawk went through so much already. You know, it was
Broken
hurt.
wing.
Like
Yeah.
Miyagi did the on its wing.
Yeah,
It was
nothing.
fixed. It flew away. It was free.
Then
Now
it
it's
came.
dead.
It came back to sort of repay that debt, and it didn't do anything.
died via tum tum.
Then Hilary Swank drops to her knees. She is heartbroken.
Yeah.
She's out of this fight.
She's
Her hawk, Joey said her best fucking friend.
It was
just
her
died.
best friend. Yeah.
And Tum Tum just hit that fucking thing with the throwing star right between the eyes because he has pinpoint accuracy.
This 4-year-old child.
Yeah.
Laser aim.
Then what do we got next? Jaden Smith. He's the best one.
Yeah. Savage.
I'm saying that he probably kicks Colt's ass
Oh yeah.
because he doesn't just have defense. He has offense too. He does the backflip kick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's fucking doing the Cobra technique.
Yeah.
Colt's just mesmerized.
Yeah. So and then he just takes him down. Colt's down. Now it's 2-2.
Colt.
And you know, I imagine since Macchio and Rocky are sort of the regular white guys, they're over there doing some regular battling. It's not very interesting, so I'm not going to stop there quite yet. Next up, Jaden's like, I got this little 4-year-old. He just throw a throwing star and kill a hawk in mid-flight, but I'm going to spin kick this bitch.
Yeah.
He picks him up. What does Tum Tum do? He fucking spits a bunch of jelly beans down Jaden Smith's throat.
Oh no.
He's like a fucking squirrel. And he just has jelly beans on the ready.
He does.
Tum Tum's secret move. half-eaten food.
Jaden's fighting this kid. He's like, man, why does he look so weird? Why is his face so
Dude,
fat?
what you
This
got
is
in your
weird.
mouth?
I'm just hanging the jacket, taking off the jacket, you know?
Yeah, Jaden Smith goes to say something, quote his Twitter feed or something like that.
Batman.
And, by the way, he just tweeted like a day or
What's
two
going on,
ago
Icon Living?
that Twilight is his favorite movie. But so he goes to quote his Twitter feed, drop some knowledge. Tum Tum just spits Jellybeans down his throat. He's out of commish.
All right.
No.
So you got Rocky and you got Macchio.
Yeah.
Going out. I know Tum Tum has taken down 2 of these people already. You didn't expect it. Colt's down.
It's the dangerous one.
Yeah.
He really is.
And you know what? Macchio is going to get the upper hand on Rocky.
Yeah, he's got the
He's got the
kata,
moves.
man. He's
got the
fucking-
kata.
He's like dancing at him, and Rocky's like, what the fuck? I'm just going to hit you.
Yeah.
No.
But he's moving shit like water. He's waxing on. He gives him... Joey, what's Ralph Macchio's move?
The crane kick.
Okay, cool. He crane kicks him. Rocky never saw it coming.
No. There's no way to see it coming. Unless
you
you've
can never.
seen the Karate Kid.
And you know that Rocky hasn't because he's like 10. So he hasn't seen it.
Yeah.
So, boom, knocks him down. What's that? Macchio just won. Just like he did in the movie. What happens immediately after he kicks Cobra Kai's ass? Boom, jump in the air, freeze frame.
Credits roll.
Credits roll.
Oh no, the credits are rolling over Macchio.
Macchio's frozen solid. Mid-air. He won the tournament, but did he win the fight in this very real tournament? He did not. He doesn't know how the game's played.
He's not a killer.
So he's got credits rolling over him. You see the
Frozen
director
in the air.
You got the director of photography. You got the best boy rolling over him. Rocky just stands back up. He's like, you did get me with the crane kick. But then he just takes out his fucking sword and he stabs him.
Oh, Rocky's a murderer.
Dude, I don't know. Did they actually murder anybody in the Three Ninjas?
They might have murdered that older Asian guy.
They did. Rocky did knock Jim Varney off of the roller coaster, but he hit a tent stand, bounced off it, and landed safely.
Yeah, we didn't
in
even
some
get to talk about the
boxes.
fact that Jim Varney is a villain in High Noon and Mega Mountain. But that's...
I have to know,
What?
in this scenario, Hilary Swank, she's
emotionally dead.
distraught and just...
Oh yeah, she's gone
defeated.
catatonic. She's gone catatonic.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure
Jaden
we
Smith
clarified.
has in fact choked to death on some pre-chewed jelly beans.
All right.
Oh no.
They're dead.
They're dead now. One of them's brain dead, but the other 2 are actually dead.
Yeah.
So I don't know
Jesus.
if they kill in the movies, but the Three Ninjas kill in this very real tournament. There you have it.
I guess we have it.
We have it because I brought it there. All right, guys.
Children.
Thank you all so much for listening to this and all of the other episodes of Very Real Tournament. We very much appreciate it. We're loving doing this, right, guys?
Yes, sir.
Love it.
Yes, absolutely. We love all our listeners, and we appreciate you taking the time out of your busy podcast schedule to check us out. You can find us at our website, vrtcast.com. All of our episodes are there. Please check us out on iTunes. If you go through iTunes, like, subscribe, rate, review. I know that's 4 things to do, but I'm pretty sure that's like, was that like 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Not even that.
Not even. Well, it depends on the review. If you want to write us a big, long, glowing review.
Go for it. If you want to click 5 stars and write it good, I like, wonderful.
Yeah, that's all we need to help us grow our listener audience, and we can make more people laugh.
Right.
We're also on Twitter, Instagram. I'm sure you can find us by now. Search Very Real Tournament. Guys, what do you say we get out of here? What do you think?
Yeah, Zach's
think
trying
so.
to cook dinner.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry too. Let's go get something to eat, okay? Not together. I don't need to hang out with you guys after the show.
Yeah, I don't want to see you guys.
I want you guys to leave.
Yeah, once we hit stop on the recording session, we don't talk to each other. We just exit the building silently.
Let's make this clear. None of us are friends.
No.
We just make good
Can't
goof.
stand
Just
these guys.
podcast friends. We're all actors.
Yeah, we've been.
We're podcast friends. But I hate you guys in real life.
Right.
So, there we have it, guys. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Nick.
I'm Joey.
I'm Zach.
I'm Butler.
And guys, it hasn't just been real, it's been a very real.